Welcome back to Brands Hatch. Welcome to Off Track, the motorcycle racing podcast. I'm your host, Dave Neal. More importantly, making his second appearance after a very short appearance at the test earlier this year, Jack Scott. JJ, welcome back, mate. How are you?
Yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, all good. How's everything with you guys?
Really good, thank you. I'm just going to swap this microphone to this side because it was on the other side yesterday. So I might swap this across.
Is it like unlucky or something if you put it that side?
No, because I'm talking this way. There we go. I can get that pinned on there. That's better. That's better. I've got the nod from the director. She says that's better. So that's all right. Mate, how's the season been? Rookie season in BSB. It's under the radar a little bit. What's been going on?
Yeah, it's been a hard season to say the least. It's definitely one of the most challenging seasons so far. It's been a roller coaster really. I've started off in testing. I said this, had a couple of big crashes out in Navarra and kind of put us on the back foot, and just been chipping away, and we've finally got our first point. I think that was at Knock Hill. Obviously, a couple of people crashed, but to finish the race, you got to stay on. So we got a point, our first point, which obviously the team and me, that has always been our goal. And then from Snetterton, really, we kind of just got to grips with the bike. It was kind of like a turning point for us. We still weren't where we want to be, but myself, I felt better on the bike, and it's still it's been a challenge, and we've had some problems, like myself and the team, like you always do, but it's been going good.
Would you class yourself as a superbike rider yet?
I wouldn't. No.
Why?
I'm sure the team would say, yeah, you're a superbike rider, and I'm like, not yet. Until I think I'm knocking on the doors of top 15s, top 12s, 10s, or whatever. I think then, yeah, you can call yourself a superbike, but I'm just not there yet. We haven't constantly been in that top 15, scoring points, and I feel like to call yourself a superbike, you've got to be scoring points every round. Yeah.
I don't understand that from your point of view, but for me, I don't know.
I'm very critical of myself.
Which is fair.
Always, which is probably a downside, to be fair, because I put quite a lot of pressure on myself, and the team always like, why are you putting pressure? It's your first time on a superbike. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, but got to do well.
You have, but there's a path to follow. And with the kit that you've got, the team that Dean and Colin put out, they're not the best funded team in the world. We know that.
Definitely not. No.
But that's no secret. They do a great job with the budget that they have.
Yeah.
And the machinery that they put out. But for you to be constantly in the points is a reasonable ask for both you and the team at certain points.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
So I would politely disagree that you're not a superbike rider. So I spoke to Brad Peary about this, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm not a super sport rider. I understand the superbike. You might not be in the points on a regular basis, but when you get to the point where there's more to come from the bike than you, in terms of how you ride it and what you do with it." You're pedaling around out there and you're getting some decent results now.
Yeah, definitely. It's
I'll big you up, kid. Don't worry.
I don't feel like a super sport rider anymore. I don't, definitely not. It's what comes with being a superbike rider. I feel like obviously you get more crowd, more attention, you're more in the public eye. Like that side of things, yeah. But riding side of things, not yet. Not just yet. The other side of things, definitely. Like we've had lots of. It's nice having people come up to you saying they can have your autograph and stuff like that, which has never really happened for me before. GP2 it kind of did, but to get that it's nice. I remember Donington test or something like that. We had people coming up outside the garage. I'm like, what's this all about? And
some noddy asking you for a podcast in the middle of Garage 39.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was good. Yeah,
we managed all right with that. How much more is there to come from you? Stroke the pile. I know I've only got 3 races left now to the end of the 2023 season, but tell me the progress through the season, how you felt on the bike and being on the British Superbike grid.
Yeah, at the start of the season I was riding at like a 600. I was tucking the front all the time, trying to carry corner speed, and some superbikes like the Yamaha, you can kind of ride it like that, but on the Kawasaki, it's stop, start, get it in, get it out kind of thing. And I've never been on a bike that's you had to ride like that. So I had to change myself how to ride, and it was kind of go 2 steps back to go 4 forwards kind of thing. And we got there. We're there now. I'm touch wood, not crashing as much. And
you've answered your own question there, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you are a superbike rider.
Yeah. You might persuade me by the end of this, maybe. But yeah, we're chipping away, and last at Donington, the team had their best result. It weren't me, it was Louis, and he got 10th. It was in the wet, but still, it was for the team. It just brings everyone together, and I think I ended up 13th, which is still an amazing result.
Superb result.
And for the team, I think that's just like we can do it. We just need to get our heads together and like move forward, kind of thing. But yeah, for me, it was mainly the riding style, how to adapt myself to a superbike, which is hard, really hard when you've got 220 odd brake below you, and yeah, it's just crazy.
What's the hardest thing to adapt to? Because you come from GP2, which has the stiffer frame and the slick tyres. So it's the prototype chassis. It's a little bit stiffer than a super sport machine. So you kind of a little bit of a step there, but then not a step there at the same time.
Yeah, it's I think the thing from GP2 that helped me was setup. Obviously, on the GP2 you could change head angle, pivots, and stuff like that, which Supersport you can't do. So I kind of had that knowledge. Like I knew how to set up a bike that I wanted, doing stuff like that. But then you've got the electronic side it's still now. I'm looking at all the data and all the graphs. I'm like, what's that all about? Like, what is that all about? I tell him what it's doing, and he's like, yep, we'll sort that out. Still, that side of stuff we're still working on. I don't probably give the best feedback because I'm still learning it. Each time I go out, I go quicker, which then we have to change the bike, and it's like kind of catching your tail the whole time. So yeah, I'd say the data side, and then obviously the power sides that weren't too bad. You get used to it like any bike, but data and riding style has definitely been the hardest thing.
I find that a lot with the riders that we talk to, especially the rookies in the superbike class. The power, the straights are a bit shorter, the corners arrive a bit quicker, but you can kind of dial that in fairly well. I think it's fair to say anybody can ride these bikes in a straight line really quickly.
Yeah,
it's breaking that corner down into 3 points.
It's getting
corner entry, mid, and then corner exit.
It's obviously an X. That's completely different to what I was on last year as well. I think we ran a 0 last year, and the grip you have from that is ridiculous. And trusting that tyre to come out of the corners, like I've had people come past me, like the top riders, Ryan Vickers and people like that, and how early they get in the power is like, there is grip here, but for me, I'm still like, don't trust it just yet.
But how much earlier are they standing the bike up compared to you? You looked at that, so they're coming out the corner, literally throwing it upright, the bike up and cracking away they go.
Going out, yeah. It's Ryan. He's been really good this year. He's helped me, kind of give me some sneaky toes and stuff like that. But that Yamaha is honestly so different to ride to a Kawasaki. I feel like if he was on a Kawasaki and he was helping me a bit, it would be a lot easier because he can run those fast flowy lines. I'm like, oh, I want to do that. I'm used to that. I'll be able to do this. And then it's like the bike doesn't work like that. You've got to ride it in a different way. And that's what's hard because like you're on a roll, you get going, you forget about how to ride the bike and you're going back to your old ways, and then suddenly you're 2 steps back again. You're like, what's going on here? And it's like, no, you need to slow it all down again and start again. But yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. It is difficult. I don't think people realise how hard it is to jump on a superbike.
That's something we've tried to talk about through the year of just maybe the listeners, and I don't know, they'll be tired of hearing this, but for me, I find it absolutely fascinating. Oh,
I've got a friend.
You're a little friend here.
There's Jeff.
Morning, Jeff. As long as Jeff don't bring his friends, I don't mind. No. That how difficult the superbike class is, because there's so much experience on that grid, and they kind of make it look easy. And I refer back to Dan Linfoot and Knock Hill when we were talking to Dan, when we spoke to him here in the summer, we'd just done Knock Hill, and he was picking that Honda up so early out of the hairpin and driving. The front wheel wasn't lifting, there was nothing going on, but that was the experience. But to get that experience takes time.
It does. Like, you've got people in there, like you've got Brooksy, Haslam. How old are they? 40 now. Like, I think they were in the championship when I was 6 or something like that. And it's like, I've got to remember that sometimes. That this is my first year. They've done numerous rounds of years, and they've got the experience. They know how to ride 1,000. They've been on 1,000 for the past 10 years. So it is hard. And I feel like we know that the team I'm in is capable. It's definitely capable, but it's a lesser team. So we haven't got, say like Max Cook, for example, he's got all data from so many previous years of other riders and stuff like that. Like, I'm now matching Josh's times from last year, and it's like, now I've got to just come up with our own stuff. So it's hard because we're just catching our tail the whole time, and the team know that, we know that, I feel everyone knows that. So it is hard. It is hard when I see like people like Nesbitt, Max, and it's like, I know I'm as quick as you, but I just need to somehow get to you somehow.
It's the difficulty is, like we said, it is that difference in machinery.
Definitely.
You know, you've got what was the Suzuki factory team at one point, with years and years of experience. Colin and Dean have only been, they've been doing it four years
now. I think it was
so
like
they're
four and a half years.
4 seasons in.
Exactly. They're still learning themselves.
And they've always run younger riders. So the experience isn't there to develop the bike. I mean, Dean's got a huge amount of experience on a 1,000cc bike, and was a you know,
good
decent peddler when he was riding around.
He liked me saying that.
He was. There's no question. He was a decent peddler in well, nearly said in his day then, but he still got his day if he wanted.
Because only like 5 years ago.
Wasn't that long ago, was it?
No.
So there's always, and I've said this so many times. There's 3 levels in British Superbikes.
You've got the C, B, and A.
The C, B, and A, exactly that. And you see teams that are independent, privately independent sponsorship teams. Then you have your B teams, which is your Hawk, and because then they're not the factory teams anymore. Lee's in there. There's I was trying to think. No, I'm doing that now. But
I can't think into
the I do that. He's like, who's riding this weekend? You go, fuck, I don't know. And then into the top factory back teams. Which you cannot compete with the technicians that they've got, the data they've got, the machinery they've got, and the riders they've got.
It's all down to money.
It's always has been.
Down to money, and down to, pretty much down to money. If you can employ the best people, then you've got the money to do it.
The cream is always going to rise to the top in that respect.
Exactly.
There's always going to be the haves and the haven't quite got it yet.
Yeah, definitely. And I've spoken to people like other team bosses, and they've all said you've been doing an amazing job. Like, don't put it down on yourself. Even other riders have said this to me, and that is nice to hear, because I feel like at the middle of this season, it was getting to me. It was like, I don't know how much longer I can do this.
You can, and I'm a big fan of you know, not looking at like the BSB forum and stuff like that. And we don't. There are some very knowledgeable people on there, but there are also
some negative people,
some not so knowledgeable people. I've always been a big fan of the people that know. No,
definitely, 100%. Yeah,
but sometimes you forget that. Because you're so wrapped up in your own little world.
You've got to tell yourself.
You need to tell yourself that, or you need a noddy podcast host to remind you to go, actually, you're doing a good job, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's mentally, it's been hard. Definitely been hard. It's when you're so used to winning all the time. I feel like it sounds a little bit big-headed, but every class I've ever been into, even the first year I've been on the podium, I've been knocking at first places, and then to come into here, which I knew I wasn't going to get on the podium and stuff like that. But
that's refreshing.
Yeah, I knew that I wasn't like it was. I knew how hard it was going to be, but I didn't think it would be this hard. But we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. Like I said, last round we had a 13th, which we was over the moon with. It was in wet conditions. Still, everyone's on the same bike conditions. So
when you've been matching your original teammate for this year,
and he was on it for the past 2 years,
and he's done 2 years on it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when you look at I was talking to Lee Hardy about this on the previous show. You listened to that show.
Yeah.
Small wins.
It is.
Small wins are so important in this.
Definitely. 100%.
In this sport, in this series.
It is.
Small wins that you can't, that the average fan on the bank can't quite see.
Or don't know about.
Or aren't aware of.
Yeah.
Known knowns, known unknowns, or known unknowns.
Yeah.
The three things.
The 3 things, yeah.
So if you don't know what you don't know, and if you can't, the points for you, the point finish at Knock Hill was brilliant for you.
Yeah, that's
a win.
At the start of the year for us, it was, let's see if we can get 1 point each round, and through the half, we've got there, and we've started to do that. We had like 7 points in one round, which was great, and just at the start of the year, it was just like, oh, how are we going to do this? How the bloody hell are we going to do this? This is going to be so hard. But yeah, we're getting there. We're finally got there.
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah. Because
you can't go testing in the week, and you don't really want to be testing in FP1 when everybody else is checking race setup. Because
exactly, yeah.
You only get those sessions that you can.
Yeah.
And that's it. You're done the same as everybody else. So it takes longer to get that experience in BSB than it does at maybe World Superbikes or it does at MotoGP, because they have private test times and stuff like that. But here, you're back at work on a Monday morning.
Yeah, well, some are. I definitely am. That's another. That's been a hard task. Obviously, not a paid rider. I have to go to work during the week and training and stuff like that. That's we've had to up the training to ride the Superbike, and that's definitely taken a toll. That's been hard. It would be nice not to bloody work.
This is the thing what impresses me about when you get to the B and the C classes. I know we spoke to Jacko yesterday, and Jacko does a bit of plumbing now and again.
Yeah.
You know he don't do a great.
Definitely not.
He's only doing it just because he enjoys it.
Yeah.
But you're doing it actually to help pay for the riding.
Yeah,
you've got to pay for the dream.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
That's not easy.
No, definitely not. When you see people out doing their cycles in the afternoon, it's like, I wish I was like you.
There's nothing worse than you're on the graft. You're on the graft on the tools, and then there's one of the Superbike riders puts up coffee and cake after a bit of a cycle stretch the legs out after the weekend.
It's like, I think Vickers, he's messaging me, he's like, what are you doing today? I'm like, I'm at work, what are you doing? He was like, I was going to ask if you want to come cycling. I'm like, yeah, I would love to, but I'm currently grafting at the moment. Luckily, I love what I do, kind of thing. But it's, that's another side of it. It's like, you've got these riders how to put 110% into the 12 rounds or 11 rounds that we have, and you have the other riders who have to put the graft in as well as working, kind of thing, and that's like, that makes a difference as well. But slowly we're getting there. Hopefully one day we can do that.
I genuinely have a lot of admiration for the effort that the riders in the B and the C classes put in. It's easy to refer them to that way because it's just that banding.
Yeah.
To be able to live your dream, but without doing the graft and putting the effort in to get where you are now, then how do you get seen by the next level teams to then be on the radar for the top teams in 2-3 seasons time? Exactly.
It's hard. It is hard, but you've got to put in the effort now for it to pay off in the longer time. Because say you don't have to work and stuff like that, think how much easier that would be. So it's kind of put the effort in now. Let's put the graft in, do the get home at 9 o'clock kind of thing, and in the long term, it's going to pay off kind of thing. Hopefully.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, hopefully.
You know, you've been strong in every championship you've been in.
Yeah. We've had a championship now, and I think we've in the Moto3 and Moto3, the full powered one, we've finished like 2nd and 3rd in the championship. So we've always been in the top 3. You did have quite strong teammates as well, didn't you?
I
have had some strong teammates. Yeah.
So that helps bring you on though, doesn't it? Because you were late coming in. Modern terms, you were late coming to the tarmac because you were a motocross kid, weren't you?
Yeah, done motocross for actually 10 years. Yeah, 10 years, because I grew up with Vickers and we done motocross together, and we kind of switched at the same time, which was quite nice. We both went. I think I'd done a year before him. He's a bit older than me, and I just switched, and I was like, you know what? Dad's got more experience here. Let's do the switch kind of thing. And yes, it's paid off. Right? It's career motocross is a million times harder than here. Definitely. You destroy your body. I don't know how anyone does it. You've got to be some talented boy to be a motocross professional.
It's brutal. We've been up to Fat Cats a few times on a Sunday morning, because sometimes you'll have some of the BSB and support class lads on the kart track, on the mini motos, and then you watch some of the bigger guys and girls on the motocross track, and you just look at it and you go, that's just brutal.
If you're professional at that, fair play, because you're good.
It's the same with Billy Bolt and the enduro lot. It's just a completely different world to tarmac.
Yeah, it's hard, and you've got to have a special talent, I'd say. It's it's hard, definitely hard.
It's not really any easier coming here, is it? It's harder in a different way. That's the thing.
No, it's probably as hard now, kind of thing. I'd say maybe I don't know, but it was nice to do the switch to the tarmac, definitely, because Dad had a lot more experience here, knew more people. He didn't have a clue about motocross. It was kind of just a lad and Dad, let's go do some riding. We met some good people along the way, and then when we've come here, it was kind of like, at the start it was fun. Well, it still is fun now, but like we're just doing this for a bit of crackness, and then you progress here, and then you progress into the Motor Star, and then done all right there. And we've kind of thought, quite all right at this, and then we just gone from there, and we're here now, and it's like, come a long way kind of thing. But loved it. I love it. I still do. I always will.
Yeah, it's GP2 champion. They're not giving away in Christmas crackers.
No, that is another thing. Yeah,
you got a British Championship to your name as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, not a lot of people can say that. No,
you followed into the BSB class. Charlie Nesbitt was GP2 champion. Josh Owens was GP2 champion. Kyle Ryde was a GP2 champion. So you're in good company with there. And just while we mentioned Josh Owens, if you get a chance to watch this, Josh, keep mending, mate, and hope you get well soon.
Yeah, get well soon, mate.
That was a big hit for him at Darley, so fingers crossed he'll fix well and he'll be
definitely.
He'll back at home soon.
Definitely hasn't had something like this year, has he? Bless him.
Tough season for him. Yeah. And it shows how tough it is as well.
Definitely.
He was with the team that you were with last season, stepped up to the Honda this year, and it shows how difficult this sport can be, because nothing's a given in this sport.
Definitely not. It's do feel for him, because he's had a hard season, and he's a lovely lad. Lovely lad.
He's a good kid.
Always makes time and effort for anyone and everyone. So it's like, for that to happen to a nice lad, it's like, come on, mate. Yeah, but hope you get well soon, mate.
Yeah, fingers crossed, mate. Tell me what's been the biggest thing you've learnt about yourself this year?
Learned about myself, believing in myself, that I can do it. I wouldn't say I've always doubted myself. I always knew I could do it, but to see results, and then it's like, you can do it. So probably believing in myself that I can get here, and I need to stay here, kind of thing.
When we go home on Sunday night, Monday morning, whichever one it is, whenever you head back, maybe you're giving yourself Monday off after.
I have given myself Monday off. Too right.
So you got Monday off. That's the start.
Yeah.
When you drive home Monday morning, I know it's not too far from it. What you got? Half an hour?
45 minutes.
45 minutes. Not too far away.
Lovely.
So as you're driving away Monday morning and you look back over the season, what's going to give you the biggest satisfaction as your first season as a British Superbike racer?
Just completing the season and smiling along the way and achieving our goal, pretty much. We've wanted to get points, and I think to even get points in the Superbike class, like I know that some people have been in Superbikes and they haven't even scored points, and they've been in it a year. And to end up with, I think we're on 9 points or something like that. That's a goal for us, and to try and sort something out for next year, that'll be another one.
Hang on, that's my next question. Now, I asked the question, it's not you. I'll sort that out.
Yeah, to hopefully have everything sorted. We'll come to that. And then, we've had some fun. We've had fun, and we've made some new friends. We've got the team who have been really good with me this year. They're going to be probably friends for life. I've got Chris from Extra Mile, one of the team's main sponsors, he's now a brother of mine. He calls me his little brother, who is does loads of stuff for me and helps the team so much.
He really does go the extra mile.
He does go the extra mile, and when he listens to this, he's gonna love me for this. So yeah, he's like a brother to me now, kind of thing. So we've met some people, we've done really well. So yeah, I'm definitely not gonna go home with a frown on my face.
Excellent. I'm pleased to hear that.
Definitely not, even though I don't think I'm super rider yet.
At the end of this chat, you won't. The last thing
How long is this chat going to be?
I don't know what we're on now. We're all right for a bit yet. Don't you worry, sunshine. We'll make sure that comes in by the end of it. Speaking of 2024,
yep.
Tell me what is on the cards now. What are you? What's in the pipeline, if anything, at the minute? Yeah,
we've. I don't think Dean will mind me saying we have nothing signed, and we have been talking to obviously the same team, and I think Dean wants to give me another chance on CDH bike, and I think we still need to sit down and go through stuff and sort everything out. But I want to be on BSB Grid for next year. I want to definitely, if it's with them or another team, fingers crossed it will be with them. And yeah, it's we have had some other stuff in other championships. I don't know, endurance and stuff like that. It's for me. I've thought about it for a long time, and I don't know yet if that's the right move for me. I feel like it's something you do at a later state in your career, doing stuff like that.
There's only half a dozen rounds.
Yes, there is. There's 4 rounds, I think.
So why couldn't you do both?
Because 2 of them conflict. I could do one. Could do one. Yeah, that's.
Talk to Wardy. Tom Ward's not having a bad little job. He's enjoying it.
Yeah, he's doing well. Yeah, he's doing. Yeah, he loves it.
And
he loves it.
You're not too far apart.
No.
I think he's going to be a little bit, only a couple of years older, but he's still.
He's got old, isn't
he? He looks old.
It's the hair.
He looks old, does Wardy?
It's the hair. Definitely the hair. yeah. I don't know.
Missed him this year. But
yeah, he's a character. He's a character. Yeah,
I've last season working with Brad, and Wardy's always there like his shadow.
Yeah,
we missed having Wardy around.
I've spent a couple of days with Brad and Wardy. We went BMXing years back, three years ago, and yeah, them two together are nuts. Absolutely crackers. Absolutely crackers. We went
proper Bill and Banana.
Yeah, we went to some like BMX track thing. Didn't realise them two are actually quite good on a BMX. I thought I was alright. Went to this, and they're like, turn up and these jumps are big. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not doing that. Where's the small ones? I'm not doing that. They're like, yeah, that's alright, that's quite small. I'm thinking to myself, they're not bloody small. And like they're doing like no-handers over these jumps and like doing like flips and stuff like that. And I'm thinking to myself,
do you roll the doubles as well?
Absolutely. The thing is, some of these jumps are like, you either have to do it or you're not doing it. Full send. It is a full send, and it's like, I'm not fucking doing that. Sod that. No way. But yeah.
It's motocross, lad.
Yeah, I don't know. Motocross bike, yeah, I'll hit anything in a motocross bike. I don't mind. But when you've got to pedal it, and it's like you've got to create your own power. No, I'm not doing that. Definitely not. No, but yeah. So hopefully, I want to stay in Superbike class. Definitely, it's I feel like I need to kind of thing, because 1 year isn't enough. Definitely not enough, and Dean knows that. Other people know that, and just to throw it away for 1 year, it'd be like, what was the point in that kind of thing? Not what was the point, kind of like what
did it gain you?
What did it gain me?
Like,
yeah, definitely. It's like I need to
an established BSB rider.
Yeah, I feel like another year, and behind the scenes, what CDH are going to do, I can't really say too much, but it's looking good. It's looking good. Say, yeah, it's definitely looking good. I think there's some good stuff in the pipeline that soon will be announced, and I think it'll be good. Definitely be good.
You don't want to be a part of that? It'd be nice to have a couple of fourth rider things at endurance, just to keep you to get an experience of it as a a stand-in rider or something like that. Round you could do.
Yeah, could do. It's
but it's just experience. It's more experience on a big bike.
At the moment as well, it's like I need, obviously, different tyres and everything, isn't it, out there? So it's like, do I need to concentrate on trying to learn
maybe
that?
So, yeah, maybe
and
it
then
might be too early in that respect.
I come back to it and it's like, oh, I need to learn this again. And obviously, with the new changes of the rules and stuff like that, we will have to run new tyres and stuff. So it's kind of put everything into this next year, into BSB.
New rules that could, well, benefit the Kawasaki.
Yes, I like the idea of this. That's another thing that the team are excited about as well. And it's obviously we don't have massive funding, massive backing, but we try and do everything we possibly can. And now that BSB are like kind of realising that they need to not put money back into the championship, but like to help the other teams, kind of thing. It's nice, and I think that other teams, like you've seen, I remember the team name, but is it Billy McConnell and Van Sickler?
Yeah,
they're doing it on the Superbike now,
yeah,
and it's kind of,
Fairburn,
and I think it's kind of like teams can now. It's still not affordable, but it's more affordable kind of thing when you see
more people to beat.
Exactly, and I think it'll be a bit closer because of all the rules change, and it's not going to be as who's got the fastest bike, even though it's not who's got the fastest bike, but it does help, doesn't it?
I think there's something in that as well, that you're going to be able to carry that forward, and a second season where you've got a direct comparison with what you've done this year.
Definitely.
You've got a back-to-back and you go, well, okay, there were your lap times last year, there are your lap times this year. You're consistently in the top 15 on the fringes of a top 10.
Let's move on from that. Exactly.
It's step by step, isn't it?
Definitely, and I think the team, they themselves, I think they want to be that B team that we call it. But it sounds horrible, doesn't it?
It does, but it's just it's how they sit in terms of
for the viewers. It's easier for them to realise. Yeah, definitely.
In terms of funding and equipment.
And I think they want to make that step, and for me, that's good. I love that. I like seeing progression, and I think hopefully by the end of this round, I should be able to know what I'm doing and stuff like that. But
go home thinking I'm a superbike rider now.
Maybe, yeah.
Hang on, if you're running at the same pace as Brad Peary.
Yeah.
Brad believes he's a superbike rider versus a super sport rider. So now then you can start doing those things that bring when you're trying to knock half a second and a second a lap off. When it starts to come down to tenths.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, and not kill.
But that is when you become a superbike rider.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, okay, now I can get the best from me. And then when you know that you're in control and you're doing your thing, and you're starting to say, right, the bike needs to be this, the bike needs to be that, because there isn't much more to come from me while the bike is like that. So then you need to change the bike. Some people don't go. I've seen it before in some of the support classes, constantly changing the bike.
All the time. You need to stick with something.
Get the best out of you first,
definitely,
and then start changing.
Definitely,
the bike.
That's like the team. They've been really good. Well, I've come in saying this isn't right. This isn't right. And they're like, no,
you're not.
Like, you're not right. Yeah, I'm not bloody right. Everyone knows that. It's like you've got to get the best out of you before you can get the best out of the bike. And I don't believe now that I'm still not getting the best out of the bike. Definitely not. It's still coming from me. I still need to, still learning to ride a superbike at the end of the day. And I think other people are still too. I feel like the people with 10 years experience probably learn every day. Everyone learns every day.
Nobody goes out on that circuit for any session,
no,
doesn't come back in learning something.
Definitely not.
They might not even notice it. But you learn every session that you go out.
Especially when
you just learn more.
Yeah,
because
a hell of a lot more. Definitely. And like how close the championship is. Like I think we were saying at Knock Hill that I was like 0.2 of being in the top 10 in qualifying, or Q2 or whatever it's called. And it's like, bloody hell.
It's that holy grail.
What is that? That is
two
another
on a Saturday morning. What's all that about?
That is another like. This weekend we are going for Q2.
Good.
We are, because that's another tick off the box.
Some of the box ticked. It's exactly
Definitely.
what I was going to say. You've got all the boxes to tick at the start of this season of points finish.
Yeah.
Increased lap times.
So I'm definitely going out in this wet. If there's one rider,
the door, it's like, you're all right, Dave. It's all right. We're not going out this afternoon if it's like this.
Now we're talking about I'm definitely going out.
Oh, how that's changed in the conversation, Jack.
It's starting to brighten up, I think.
Fucking hopeful, aren't you? You think he's going to brighten up on Tuesday?
No.
No, it's all right tomorrow.
I think tomorrow,
Yeah,
Saturday and Sunday is
Sunday,
going to be
tomorrow
nice.
and Sunday.
Cold though. It's like 9 degrees.
It's all right. There's frost on
It's
our
all
car
right for you Northerners.
There's frost on our car yesterday morning.
I haven't had that yet.
And frost on the windows, so it's fine. We
Had
know
frost?
what's going on. Yeah, we had a frost yesterday morning.
But I haven't had that. I haven't had that yet.
The old heated screen went on for the first time yesterday morning.
Oh, you're posh.
It's
See,
only a
it's
Fiesta.
green. Oh, that's posh, that.
Ford come as standard, you see.
Oh, yeah, they do, don't they?
They do. And we both got Fiestas, so we have matching little cars, don't we?
Oh, that's cute.
It is. We do all right like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Talking about cars, it's quite a funny story. Do you want to hear the funny story?
What about your car at Donington? Or we're not talking about that one?
Oh, we can talk about that.
You might not know this, but we were in the paddock at Donington Park.
I forgot I told you about it.
Came to
I forgot I told you.
we're just walking through the paddock, and JJ comes past on his scooter. And as the gentleman he is, he always stops for a chat and see how we're doing, and just to chatter about the season and life in general. And how old was it? 4 days old?
4 weeks.
4 weeks old.
But then I went away, so it was technically only 3 weeks. So I only drove it for 3 weeks.
Brand new car, pride and joy.
Yep.
On his way to Donington Park, 3 weeks old in terms of you having it, apart from being away for a week, and then gets rear-ended on the motorway.
Yeah, and I rear-ended someone else as well.
Which then pushed you into somebody else.
Yeah, wrote off the car. It's been wrote off.
I thought it might.
Yeah, lost quite a bit of money because insurance would be in.
I didn't really want to go down that route.
Yeah,
but
it's a lump of metal at the end. It's a lump of metal at the end of the day.
It's exactly what you said at the time. It's a lump of metal and rubber. It's
money's money, isn't it?
And you can look this way as well now, which is better because at Donington you were struggling to look left and right.
Still now, like sleeping on my neck, like sometimes I wake up, I'm like, oh my god, this is horrendous. But
the main thing is that you were fitting well.
I was fine, yeah.
Net, you were fitting
absolutely fine, yeah. It's quite funny to talk about. It's definitely going to be a story for a couple of years on the way to Donington. Crashed my new car, but
yeah, for how hard you work and what you do. Mate.
Yeah, it is going, but it's what it is.
Let's go on to some deep questions, mate. You've
oh
watched
god,
the podcast. You know what's going
I have.
on.
I knew this was coming.
And now we're finding this a lot, and you guys watching this and listening to
I thought
this.
I got away with it, to be honest.
No chance. Jacko did it yesterday. He picked one of the questions, and he was like, "But when I'm listening to this, I can answer these really quickly." And like, no, why aren't you answering that? That's easy.
So I've been listening to all this week. I've been listening to the podcast, and I've been listening to people's answers and stuff like that. And I can't even remember what people have said now.
Give me a number, JJ, between 1 and 27.
14.
14 again. What are your 3 ideal dinner party guests?
Oh, 3. I'd say for that. So the thing is.
I don't know why this is such a difficult question. It took Lee 20 minutes to answer this yesterday.
Do you want it just to be bikes? I don't know. It's like, do I want some...
Would sit round that table there with...
3, okay.
Dead or alive.
I'd definitely have... Rossi.
Yeah.
Gotta have Rossi.
Yeah.
I reckon he's quite fun as well.
He's popular.
Yeah. I reckon he's quite fun as well. I don't know, I just get this. I reckon he's quite fun. Probably... It's going to sound weird, Simon Cowell.
Okay.
Character.
Interesting.
I feel like you could just talk to him and rip the shit out of him.
And the stories he's got of pop music and Sunita and things like that and all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
A million stories, same with Valentina.
Yeah. Who else? Conor McGregor.
Okay. Yeah, that's 3 good characters there. I think that'd be a great... To be fair, that's not a
I think Simon Cowell would...
proper night out.
I reckon Simon Cowell would definitely feel out of that one, wouldn't he? So with Rossi, to be fair. Conor McGregor, he's just going to steal the show, isn't he?
Rossi, Conor McGregor and Simon Cowell. Excellent.
Yeah.
Give me another number between 1 and 27.
Let's go 27.
When was the last time you changed your opinion on something or someone?
Oh.
You could throw somebody under the bus in. It's like,
I think you're
a dick, but actually you're alright.
I could, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Probably what this paddock's like.
Yeah, people definitely listen to this and hate me. Probably at work, to do with cars, we had a Porsche Targa come in. I used to hate them. And then this like metallic grey one came in. We wrapped it in like a satin, so it was like a satin metallic. And the car looked beautiful, like stunning. And that for me was like, well, I do actually quite like this. And I looked at the price tag and I was like, I don't actually like this. No, but yeah, the look of the car is nice.
The 911 Targa.
The Targa, you know, the one with the glass.
Yeah.
Do you know how much that costs for the glass? Something like 15 grand just for the glass.
Just for a Targa?
Because it's like curves.
Yeah.
It's like 15 grand. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, yeah.
The price, so Porsche 911 Targa, that's a new one. Like,
yeah.
Give me one more.
You want another one of what's changed?
From this one, 137.
Oh. Let's go. Number 7.
What's your hidden talent, JJ?
Hidden talent. Probably work. Wrapping cars, PPFing cars. I don't know. Not many people know I do it. So.
All right, Yanni.
No, I don't change the colour. I PPF them, which is like a clear protection film with text paint. Probably that. Yeah, probably that. It's not many people know I do it, and when people see I do it, they're like, "Oh, that's quite clever, actually."
So that's it, like the clear film that protects the paintwork.
Protects the paintwork. Yeah.
A friend of mine had his Porsche done the same way.
You get a lot of Porsches. Yeah, it's Porsche
stone chips. And
Porsche love upselling it. They get a lot of money for it.
So you're not doing like Yanni. You don't turn them chrome and stuff like that.
No, I don't get involved in that. No, that's a nightmare. That is. No, we.
And he has staff as well.
Yeah, he doesn't actually do it himself. He doesn't even know how to do it.
No, he just tells me.
He won't be listening to this. I actually know him.
You do?
Yeah, I've known him. I've met him a few times, and he doesn't even know how to rap.
Man, does he? If you just employ the people that
Just employ the people to do it, yeah.
I don't know how to podcast. It's just Jen employs me to do it. Okay, we've got the second section, 1 to 30. Give me a number.
25.
Have you got any superstitions?
No.
Okay.
No.
There's no right or wrong answers to these, okay, is it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Give me another one. Between 1 and 30.
19.
What's the one food you can never give up?
Camembert.
Ooh.
The cheese.
Yeah.
For some reason at the moment I'm addicted to it as well.
The garlic head with a little bit of garlic in it.
Oh,
and rosemary.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice warm bread and butter and...
Starving now. Haven't even had breakfast yet.
You'd be fueling up. You're out at 1:45.
I know, but I got a message of you at like 8:30 and thought, oh, it's still a bit early. Let's go back to sleep for a bit. Woke up at 9. I'm thinking, shit, they're here now.
They're outside.
Yeah, they're outside. I'm like, oh, shit.
We only arranged this on Wednesdays. It's not like you on Tuesdays. It's not like you had a bit of notice.
No, true.
One more, mate. 1 to 30.
Let's go number 4.
What's your best chat-up line? And did it work?
I don't think I even have a chat-up line. Chat-up line. I just smile when the teeth glow. The teeth just glow and that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
The eyebrow goes up and that's
it.
It's
the teeth.
Get your coat, love, you pulled.
Yeah. My missus will absolutely hate me saying that.
Get your coat, love, you pulled.
Yeah. In a bar, just smile.
I love it. I could never get away with it. That was smile like that. I don't know.
Just smile.
Just smile.
Oh, embarrassed myself saying that.
Confidence, that. That's what these podcasts are all about.
Yeah.
You thought this was going to be straightforward.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Not a chance.
No.
Not with this. Like, thank you so much for your time.
No, it's been a pleasure.
Absolute pleasure. Thoroughly love having you on. It's been great to see the progress this year
Yeah.
as a superbike rider.
Yeah. Come on, let's say it. As a superbike rider. Go on, you changed it. Go on.
Superbike rider.
Yeah.
Wish you all the best for the last 3 races. I think
Cheers,
it's
mate.
been a great season for you.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a chat early next season when everything's sorted out and you're back on the grid and whatever you decide to do. But I think that second season is a must.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Go
Sure, I'll speak to you over the weekend, let you know.
I look forward to it. JJ,
Thanks,
thanks a
man.
lot, mate. Good to see
Cheers,
you.
mate. Cheers.